entirely by the 2020 presidential election, right? That it's just going to be politics
Mhm.
all the time. When it's not pandemic, it'll be politics.
Yep.
And we, obviously don't know how much the economy is going to unravel in the meantime, but it seems like it's poised to unravel to an impressive degree. I mean, we're certainly flirting with a real depression, if joblessness numbers are any indication. And again, the most hopeful predictions for a vaccine, which is really the only thing that will fully reset our
Mhm.
circumstance with respect to public health, nothing arrives before something like, it would be a miracle if it arrived in January, right? And even that is, very few people are imagining that it's sooner than a year from now. And again, we've got to remind ourselves of how amazing that would be. I think the fastest vaccine we've ever developed was 4 years for the mumps, and the average is 15 years. 1 year would be a massive breakthrough. And let's say we improve on that, and we get a vaccine by January. Still, we have this period where not just our country, but the entire world has been
Mhm.
pitched into a circumstance of real uncertainty, financially, economically, and I think as a result, politically. How are you viewing the next 6 months? And I mean, there's just so many
Yeah.
concerns on the table. Like, how do we
Yeah.
even have a safe election, right?
No,
If,
that's
if we
right.
can't vote by mail, right? How do we get people to actually
Yeah.
vote? What are you thinking about for the next
Yeah.
6 months?
So, I completely agree that it's going to be all pandemic and Trump all the time, with just sideshows over Biden and other things here and there. So there's no chance of the fever breaking until after the election. I'm certainly hoping that Trump is not reelected. I think that as many people said, oh well, there are adults in the room. In the first year or two, there were many good people in government, and I think there are not so many of them at the upper level anymore. So the point is that the craziness we've seen in the last year or two, would get even worse. So I think that if Trump is reelected, I think the damage to our democracy and our reputation in the world, our standing in the world, I'm terrified to think what would happen
Yeah.
if Biden wins, or there could be some route in which he's not the nominee, or who knows what's going to happen. But if Biden wins, it would be great if we had a bold and inspiring leader. And I'm not expecting that Biden will rise to that level, but who knows? Of course, there's a chance for a reset of a lot of things. It's very hard to predict how things would play out. The one thing I would question in what you said is, you say nobody is predicting a vaccine for a very long time. Yes, that's true, but this is one of those things. Like, we've been told a lot of things about the virus, like don't wear masks, and we wash your hands for 20 seconds, and it turns out a lot of that was either wrong or at least not based on evidence.